Hello, good afternoon. My name is Oscar Servano and today I will presenting my research topic. So the title of my research topic is Factors Affecting Student Inattentiveness During Classroom Discussion. So focus has a vital role for student learning and one of the most important things for them to pay attention and to be able to easily follow their lessons. This study will determine the factor that affect the inattentiveness of selected grade 12 students during classroom discussion. This study will utilize quantitative type of research wherein the researcher will administer researcher made questionnaires to the randomly selected grade 12 students. Information gathered will be treated and analyzed using statistical tools such as frequency, percentage, mean, standard deviation. Result will expose a lot of reason why a student can focus during classroom discussion, but most of them answer that particular reason is because of lack of sleep and tiredness. The environmental factors during classroom discussion is because of the noisy environment and surrounding in crowding classroom. It will be concluded that student inattentiveness had a participation for their learnings. So the keyword is inattentiveness, classroom, and students. So next is introduction. This chapter contains the background of the study, theoretical framework, research paradigm, statement of the problem, and hypothesis, scope of delimitation of the study, the significance of the study, and the definition of terms. So, background of the study, focus as a vital role for student learning and one of the important things for them to pay attention and to be able to follow easily their lessons. Focus refers to the center of interest wherein someone's attention is being kept. Student concentration on the discussion will affect his or her learnings. They should always be in their focus so they can catch up their lessons. Attention is ability to focus the mind and a basic elements in classroom. According to the Wimmer, 2014, the teacher find it hard in getting the attention of the student during classroom discussion. Sometimes they can be seen sleeping and nodding off, and at some point texting in working something for another class. Teachers are in charge in improving the inattentiveness of a student. There is a lot of variety to be used in getting the attention of student, and it can be a group work or any other activities. Majority of the student complain about how they can focus if the surrounding is so noisy and crowded. Instead of listening to the teacher, their attention will be directed to their classmate. Consequently, they find it hard to obtain knowledge when the environment is loud. So, next is So this chapter is focused about how students can follow their lesson if the teacher is not paying their attention. So it will affect their learnings. Then their concentration is focused on their fellow students. In addition, the noise around sometimes also causes them not to listen. And there are also students who are awake come to the school but they don't really listen because they are drowsy, or there are also students who while the teacher is teaching are just talking to the person or doing something so they don't learn. So the next things is about scope of the limitation of the study. This study focuses on describing the factors affecting students, focus on classroom discussion of selected grade 12 students of San Jose National High School for school year 2018-2019. This study is limited to describing the respondents' profile, academic performance, the reasons why do the student can focus on discussion, and the effect of inattentiveness of student. And another things is in this study, we found out whatever factors could possibly affect the students of San Jose National High School with the help of a selected grade 12 student, and we also obtain a lot of data about having low grade due to the lack of interest. So the next things that I could share is about research methodology. This chapter presents the research design, data collection procedure, research instrument, sampling, research locale, time frame, the data analysis, and the ethical consideration. The content of this chapter shows the method that the researchers will utilize to gather data needed in the study. And another is research design. This study will also use descriptive analysis wherein profile of respondents, reason of inattentiveness of student, and the effect of inattentiveness and academic performance of student will be described. So next is uh, data collection procedure. This study will benefit the students, teachers, and parents to have enough idea about the factors that affect the students' focus. They will know how important these factors are. The researcher do hope that this study will help students to study well despite of the distractions occurs inside and outside the classroom. Next is theory of performance. The theory explains how to produce valued result as well as how to improve the performance of the student. Developing performance takes time and it depends on the current level of performance, which has 6 components. So the first component is the context, level of knowledge, level of skills, level of identity, personal factors, and fixed factor. And next is for this part, there was a clear solution for students who had a hard time improving their level of performance in academics. So there are ways similar to engagement in the reflected practice. Okay, so there are so many ways to improve our performance. And for the summary, conclusion, and recommendation, this chapter contains the summarized interpretation of data gathering and answer the researcher questions and student of the problem. This is also where the hypothesis and the assumption are being proved. Summary: this research paper, entitled Factor Affecting Inattentiveness of Grade 12 Students During Classroom Discussion at San Jose National High School, the gathered data are from the randomly selected grade 12 students. Through survey, the researcher found out that the factor of affecting their academic performance, such as lack of sleep with 25.58%, tiredness having 22.9%, financial problem with 12.79%, and starvation is 11.63%, while the environmental factors are the noisy environment having 40.82% in crowded classroom having 48.98%. And for the conclusion, the result on the study being concluded after a thorough analysis by the researchers about the factors affecting inattentiveness during classroom discussion in student-related factors result that majority is lack of sleep, 44 or 25.58%, tiredness with 22.9%, and financial problem having 25.58%. The least student-related factor affecting inattentiveness during classroom discussion is inefficient, having with a 1.16%, and for environmental factors that affect the student inattentiveness during in classroom discussion is the noisy environment, having 48.98%, in crowded classroom having with 40.82%. It will be concluded that the student focuses a hard participation for their learnings. Based on the study being conducted by the researchers, most of the response of the students varied based on their insight, ideas, and experience regarding the questionnaire given to them. So for the summary, I would like to repeat again to explain you. So we have found many reasons why many find it difficult to improve academic performance. So through the research survey, the researchers found out the factors affecting their ACADS performance, including the lack of sleep is 25.58%, tiredness having 22.9%, financial problem with 12.79%, starvation 11.63%, then crowded classroom having 48.98%. Based on our research, all our bases were from the respondent based on their ideas and personal experience regarding the questionnaires given to them. So this is the end of my presentation today. So thank you so much and God bless.